All right, I am live, but I got to reconnect. We should be live in just a second here, and we are live, and it is windy as heck. Hope this dead cat is canceling out most of. How's everyone doing? Can you hear me? Oh my God, this is a windstorm. I'm at the Redwood City Public Library in Redwood Shores, doing that part of the Bay Trail today. I don't know if you folks can even hear me at all. Is this dead cat even working at all? Can you folks hear me at all? Oh my gosh. Maybe this wasn't the right place to do the show today. How's everyone doing? We've got 4 people in the box. I did not pre-schedule this stream. I just set it up and then went live. AM21, is that the real you, AM21? Can you let me know if you can hear me with this. You can? You actually can hear me? Is it pretty choppy though? Because the wind is coming right at me hard. Like, whoa. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh man. I gotta tell you, this is pretty bad. Wow. It is very bad. Oh my gosh, literally it's literally like 40-50 mile an hour winds right now. I'm bringing the microphone closer to me. I've got the dead cat and 3 layers of foam on. Jesus. Maybe when I get past this part here, the wind will slow down. Wow, this is pretty bad. Can you hear me at all, though? Jeez. The show must go on. Holy Moses. Maybe I should have gone to a different location. Yeah, the wind is cutting you out like crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that when I get past this point here, that it'll start working normally. I think once I get past this section up here, there'll be less wind, because I'm right by the water over here. And then when I'm coming back, the wind will actually be, on my back. It's just, going in this way is pretty rough. I had similar issues when I did a live stream here the last time, but it wasn't this windy. All right, we got 17 in the box. The wind has died down a little bit. I think it's just that portion over there. All right, yeah, the wind died down over here on this section. You should be able to hear me a lot better now. Oh my God. Now it's not as bad as it just was. Yeah, that's because I had about 50 mile an hour wind coming at me. I don't know if there's any dead cat out there, no matter how good it is, that would cancel out that kind of wind. 50 mile an hour wind. Oh, here it comes again. So how's everyone doing today? Let me try to put this closer to my mouth here. And try to cover me up for a second until I get out of the wind zone. How are you all doing today? Welcome to the show. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. And I decided to do a stream about an hour or so before the Super Bowl starts. I didn't feel like actually watching the pregame show this year because it's all a bunch of commercialized hype. That's all it really is. It's commercialized hype. And you know what? The only part I really care about is the actual game. Like, how many of you actually like the actual pregame show of the Super Bowl? I mean, I used to like it when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I have to tell you, now that I'm on YouTube and I understand, you know, things being overly commercialized and being all about the money so much more, like, I just look for the real content. I look for the meat and potatoes, and the meat and potatoes of the Super Bowl, man, the wind is pretty bad. It's still bad. I think once I get past up that, it'll be a lot better. Wow. I almost feel like walking backwards. I'm going to try to cover up. I'm going to try to cover it up with my hand and see if that helps cut out some of the wind noise. Is this helping out a little bit, folks? Me doing this. Wow. Just waiting for some more people to join the stream and waiting to get out of this wind zone. Man. Oh my God. I think my throat that I get blown. Guessing it's some kind of comp with balls. Hey, Warrior Spirit, how you doing, man? Can you hear me? I'm in a severe wind area for this part of the walk I'm doing today, and I don't know if you can hear it right now. I think as I get a little further ahead, the wind is going to be less up here, and then when I come back, it'll be hitting my back, so it won't be hitting my microphone. But can you hear me a little bit better when I cover this? Oh my gosh, I'm glad I bundled up. I should just cancel the stream, but I'm not going to. Come rain, come shine. No matter what, you got to get on out there, right? And I know I'm sounding a lot louder because my lips are closer to the microphone, but I can't help it. I gotta cut out the wind. Okay, I think it's gonna be a little less windy in this section over here. All right, you should be able to hear me a lot better now, much better now. Yeah, dude, I had 50-mile-an-hour wind in my face. I don't think there's any, dead cat or foam that could cancel out all that wind. That's just it's impossible. Yeah, but my trolls and my haters are probably like, yeah, we hope Eli gets blown away by that wind. Yeah. All right, so how are you all doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm trying to the wind's coming back. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Anyway, welcome to the show, folks. Today I have a very interesting topic I want to discuss. And because of all the wind and stuff, I'm going to ask one of my moderators out there to go to the actual title and copy and paste the title inside of the stream because of all this wind noise, I forgot the exact title of the show. I mean, I know exactly what I want to talk about, but the title made a lot of sense. So if one of you can post the title, that would be great. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to cancel most of the wind by putting my hand here. Is this helping out at all? I'm just wondering, is it helping out at all? Well, I hope when I get this part right up here, it's going to be better. Consequences of... Whoops. Oh, man. Consequences of revealing too much of you on YouTube is what it is. That's right. Consequences of revealing too much of you on YouTube. So let's get started. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. Live from the San Francisco Bay Trail, the portion near the Redwood City / Redwood Shores Public Library. This is episode number 48. And I got to tell you folks, today I was able to catch up on viewing some videos in the morning and live stream replays as well. And I came across nice and sunny there. It's sunny, but it's windy. It is nice and sunny, but it's windy. And I came across a stream from somebody that I didn't want to have a falling out with, but, you know, he had a falling out with me. I don't even know what I did to the guy, to be honest with you, but the Killer Whale channel is a channel that I used to be a part of. I used to network with through the networking arena for small YouTubers. And today... Actually, I think it was earlier today when he did it live. Yeah, it was earlier today. He put out a stream and basically came out and admitted that he was talking with this other YouTuber online, offline, a very attractive YouTuber. I don't know who she is. I couldn't find her channel. He mentioned her channel's name, but I couldn't find it. I'll have to go back and research it later. But he basically, you know, did what many other men and women do out here on YouTube. He basically, you know, got smitten by her, and he would talk with her offline, and they even did video chatting. And she ended up revealing herself to him, and got him to reveal himself to her for about 3 seconds, and next thing you know, she was recording this the whole time, and then went public on it. Now, that's the story he said. I don't know if she actually shared this publicly on YouTube, because if she did, and didn't, blur out the explicit parts, though, that video would be removed from YouTube. What do you mean reveal? Well, what I mean reveal is she revealed herself to him, and he revealed himself to her. Explicitly, bro. Yes. I'm trying to keep this clean so I don't get demonetized. Right now, guys and gals, because nobody's donating to me, which is, you know, it's all your choice to do so or not. I have to rely on ad revenue to make any money off this channel, so I gotta keep it as clean as possible. I mean, if people start to donate more, I can do other streams on my other channel and be a little more explicit and revealing. But, you know, yeah. So basically, he was recorded by her. And he came out clean and mentioned it publicly on his channel because he pretty much had no choice to do so. he pretty much had no choice to do so because, she exposed it. And here's the thing I have to say about these situations, because I've been mentioning all along that, there were other people like the Matt Shangy and Mr. G, who has been, a guy cyberbullying me for the last 3 years plus, and several other people that have done this out here on YouTube. They've, sent, nude pictures to each other, and then they've done video chatting and all of that. And then when one side, changes their mind about, when one side feels slighted, which is what I'm trying to say, they go and release all that information out of spite. And then the other side feels slighted, and they feel upset. But I have to ask, both sides, if you didn't want that to ever go public, then why would you ever do something like that in the first place, especially with somebody out here on YouTube, the world's largest video platform? And this is a lesson that I want to teach today to people, is that don't say anything to anyone that you talk to privately, that you meet from YouTube or in the online world, but especially YouTube, or do any video that you don't want to be used against you. Basically, don't put anything out there, even when you're talking with people privately, that you wouldn't want them to put out publicly about you, because people will spite you out here on YouTube quicker than anywhere else, because this is a platform where people will do and say anything to get traction and ratings. Let me move off to the side. There are a couple people coming in. They're taking up the whole track. Instead of them going single file, that couple was just extended across the whole track to the point of where, or the whole trail to the point of where I had to just move out to the side and wait for them. Wow. Man, that's got to be bad for him. Why did he do that? Well, I'll tell you why I think he did, and I'll tell you why I think people do that in general. It's an insecurity. Warrior spirit, it's an insecurity, because a lot of these men and women that come out here on YouTube, they use YouTube as an outlet. And maybe they're a little bit shy, maybe they're a little bit timid, and they have approach anxiety in real life. And so they meet people out here on YouTube that are also other YouTubers, and then they start talking privately, and then they start to, have this like online relationship that seems real for them, right? Like for Killer Whale, this probably seemed real for him. For the other woman that he was doing this with, she was probably playing him all along, and now he probably knows it. That's why he had to go public on it. And again, I don't mean to be rude. I'm not trying to criticize any of these men or women that do this, but it typically happens because they're very insecure within themselves to meet people the traditional way. Obviously, somebody that is going to do this online is doing it because they crave that intimacy, but they're having a hard time getting it. That's the reason why I feel this happens. But again, a lot of these people don't realize what they're getting themselves into, or what they're doing, until it's too late. And it can be quite an embarrassing thing. It's very embarrassing to have something like that happen to you. Man, it is extremely windy here today, and I am doing my best. Folks, is this helping that I'm covering this with my glove, and I'm speaking closer to the microphone. Is this helping? Can you folks hear me at all? I'm just curious to know. Let me know in the chat. Yes, okay, that's good. I'm doing the best I can here to make this show turn out somewhat decent. I wasn't going to come back and do another stream tonight, but I may do another stream after the Super Bowl, depending on how I feel. Depending if the Niners win or not. If the Niners lose, I may be in too crappy of a mood to do a stream, but we'll see. What's your folks' prediction on the Super Bowl? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl today? And what do you think the score is going to be? So, what I tell people, what I've tried to tell people, and this is how I've lived my life all along. I would never ever date anyone that I work with. You never want to mix business with pleasure. I got to tell you, folks. Hey, Similar Evil, 24-14, San Fran. You see you're back. I just had a bunch of people enter the trail. I'm going to let them get ahead. And I'm going to show you folks the other side here because they're probably going to go at a much slower pace than me. And I don't want to interrupt them. So it's just another way to enter the trail. Alright. Gosh. This is just very, very super windy today. So 24-14 San Francisco is what you're saying. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna probably end up passing these people because they're going at a very leisure pace. I'm probably gonna just run past them in a second. Give me a second. I gotta get. Excuse me, folks. Oh, that's all right. Just need a little space. All right. So, I'm getting further ahead here. Got a few coppers there that are just running. The entire family's back there, just spread across the entire trail. Nobody can walk past them left or right. People need to really understand trail etiquette. You can't take up the whole damn trail. Even if you bring your whole family there, you gotta go single file, especially on narrow trails like this one. Wow, this is just really bad. I should not have done the walk from here today. It's just very windy. Got 27 in the box right now. So anyway, like I said, I've never been one to mix business with pleasure. Pleasure, you're basically asking for everything that could possibly go wrong to actually go wrong. And this is the thing I have to tell guys out there. Look, guys, women are very spiteful and vindictive by nature. We've talked about that time and time again here on my channel. If you're new here, understand, it's perfectly normal for women to be spiteful and vindictive by nature. If you're just joining us, the reason why I'm cupping my face here and my microphone is because it's very windy. Literally, there are 30 to 50 mile an hour winds. And hey, Alex, the beer master, how you doing, man? Hope you can hear me somewhat okay. And I do have two foams and a dead cat on my microphone. I mean, I have as much wind protection on this thing as possible, and it's still cutting out. So now I'm cupping it. I'm doing the best I can. Even my selfie stick is shaking. You can even see that at times. I've never ever mixed business with pleasure. I've never worked with anyone, so I never dated or gone on a date with anyone that I've worked with. Now, and when I was working in the corporate world, after I left a certain job, if somebody wanted to go on a date, but again, if you're working with someone, you never want to mix business with pleasure. That is the worst thing you can do. It puts you in a bad position. If you're a man nowadays, it basically puts you in a position where if it doesn't work out with the woman, out of spite, she might say, oh, he asked me in the workplace, especially if you're a manager. Can you folks hear me at all? The wind is really, really strong right here. Now again, on the way back, it should be a lot easier because the wind's going to be hitting my back and it'll be blocking most of it, but the wind is coming directly at me. Have you folks been able to hear me at all? Or for the most part, since I've been cupping this? Wind is strong at the moment. No, I understand, but I'm actually cupping. Is this even helping out by doing this? Is it helping out a little bit that I'm cupping the the microphone? Maybe that's working a little bit better now. Hopefully it is. But yeah, have you guys and gals out there have any experience in dating someone that you work with, or for those of you that are YouTubers out there, meeting somebody on YouTube and talking with them privately, and it gets a little bit more romantic than it should, and then you end up doing certain things that maybe you really shouldn't do. Look, it's not about people not doing this. Like, people that have met online in the past have always done this stuff. People get turned on and they get excited, etc., yada yada yada. Hang on, this couple's coming down the wrong side of the trail. Let me just move off to the right. It was interesting. This couple was walking on the left side of the trail. They drive on the left side. But here in can you hear me at all right now? There's a very strong gust of wind and I'm cupping this as best as possible. Wow. I gotta tell you, for getting a good workout today, what I'm trying to say is that the wind is actually making this a more difficult walk. The wind resistance. That's what I'm trying to say. That's it. That is what this stream is going to say. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can really do about it. When it's this windy, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, maybe some of the more larger and higher end, dead cats could probably cancel most of this, but not one for a microphone of this size. This is pretty bad. Even with me really helping out, huh? Like me doing this, is this helping out at all? Let me know. Does that work a little bit better? I am now grasping the entire microphone. Can you even hear me at all right now? How's that? That's better. Only when the wind isn't strong. You should go the other way. Well, I want to finish, going to the end of this end here so I can get my exercise in, guys and gals. Wow, I mean, I've even got this covered up, like with my hand. I've got this thing covered up. Loud and clear now? Okay, there's wind coming. I've got this thing covered up with my hand. And the dead cat, and two pieces of foam below the dead cat, and my hand to try to cancel this wind noise. I mean, yeah, you could definitely tell it's extremely windy out here today. I think any camera crew out here today would have a hard time canceling this wind noise. So how is it right now? Can you hear me okay right now? Whoa. This is going to be an interesting stream. Holding that. Yeah, holding that is helping out. Yeah. I'm getting tired of holding it, but it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now hold on a second here. Let me turn around and see what the chat's saying. Yeah, definitely if you date somebody in your workplace, it is hard. If it ends up not working out, then you can't just do everything to stay away from them. Then you're forced to be with them at work. Well, Kelvin Clymer, that's a very good point. But besides that, that's the least of your worries. Yeah, being around somebody that you may have broken up with or broke up with you, it's not going to allow you to heal as quickly emotionally. But even the greater problem that could stem from it is it could affect your job, especially if you're the one that broke up with a woman and she goes to human resources and says, this person's sexually harassing me on the job, right? What if you were her superior, or you still are her superior, her boss, as a man, you were dating an employee, which you should never do that, and now because you break up with her, now she's going to human resources saying false allegations about her. So why, the thing is, guys, why would you put yourself in that situation in the first place? Now, this more so affects men, in my opinion, because, men typically are not going to report women to human resources for sexual harassment. You know what I mean? They're just not going to do that, in my opinion. And it's pretty much a fact. I've never heard of any man reporting any woman for sexual harassment, even if the woman was flirting with the man and it was unwanted. Like, men just don't do that. Like, we're not spiteful and vindictive in those ways. Exercise holding that mic. That's true. If Trim hits share, I'm doing a really bad job trolling. No, that's similar evil. Similar evil. Similar evil. I appreciate you reaching out to me last night. Did you get my response? Similar evil. I want to know. I'm sure you got my response, right? Let me know about that. Okay, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I am probably going to turn around before I even get to the beautiful bridge part that I showed you folks last time. "35 minutes. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to come up to this corner here and then turn around, and there should be far less wind noise on the way back. But yeah, it does help. Like when I'm talking right now, it does help when I hold this, right? You can still hear me though, right? Wow, now the wind has changed directions. It's coming on the other side now. Wow. Jesus. Oh man, this is horrible. Like, I have never seen it this windy out here. It's been windy out here, but this is unbelievable. Like, I'm gonna try to bring the microphone closer to me. Like, literally, folks, I'm about to fly out of here. Like, it's like 50, 60 mile an hour gusts. Shaking my camera. It's even shaking. I'm 170 pounds, and this wind is shaking me. Oh my God. I don't think I'm ever going to do another live stream from here again. I just can't do it. It's just too windy. I mean, there's always wind here, but today it's just really, really, really bad. All right, so Similar Evil says, yeah, I did get your email, Coach. Thank you. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm just gonna hold it like this, and hopefully this will work out better. Kelvin Clammer says, yeah, we hear you better when you hold it. It's taking everything I've got to even somewhat reduce this 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts that are coming my way right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, you know, here's the thing. Here's my best advice to all of you out there that, you know, are having, you know, these internet online romances. There's nothing wrong with it from the standpoint of just connecting with people and bonding, and who knows, maybe it goes somewhere in real life. But you gotta understand, if you push it a bit too far and you do some, you know, sexual things, just know you're putting yourself at risk, you know, regarding that going public, should the other side ever feel you spited them. Or maybe they're trying to set you up. Maybe they're trying to use you as content. Oh man, that wind is pushing my selfie stick. Like my selfie stick feels like it wants to fly away, and I'm gripping it tight so it doesn't fly away. Oh my God. But yeah, no, I've seen guys like the Mad Shangy, now Killer Whale. I've seen other women that have done this. A lot of unhappily married women connecting with single men out here that are much younger than them. It's just really weird what I've seen. And look, as weird as it is, I understand why it's happening. I understand why these people do it, because they're lonely, they're unhappy in their marriage or in their current relationship, but they need to stay in that for other reasons, such as financial security, but they still want to feel that desire and passion that they no longer feel with their current partner. Or other people that are actually doing it that are single are just, insecure in real life, and this is the only way that they feel comfortable expressing themselves in that way. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you guys? Let me know if you heard anything I just said there. I hope you can hear that. I hope you folks can hear that and you heard what I was saying there, or is it just cutting out really, really bad? Let me know. I'm about to pass by somebody, so give me a second. I got my cap tightened down. Oh my God. Can you see this? Like, look, I'm not kidding you. Look at this. Look at that. Can you folks see that? Look, I'm trying to hold this without it blowing away. I mean, it is the windstorm out here today. And the wind is hitting me. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. I'm just trying to get to the other side here and hopefully get a break from this wind. My God. Mr. G's probably going to make fun of me on the other side saying, that guy's so frail. That wind almost lifted him off the ground. He's so frail, that guy. Yeah, he'll have a field day with this one, but he's busy being on the run. Mr. G is still on the run. He also said on his latest video that he's going to be on vacation for an extra 2 weeks. Wow. So convenient of you to be on vacation when you have a warrant out, a felony warrant out for your arrest for skipping bond, regarding beating up your wife 2 years ago, and then you're also wanted by CPS. So yeah, you just so happen to be extending your vacation, sir, and you think that we're all buying that, right? How many of you are buying Mr. G being on vacation? It's coincidental, isn't it, huh? By coincidence, I happen to be on vacation. Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know how much longer I can run this stream, folks. I mean, like, seriously, I'm about to be blown the hell away. My gosh. Yeah, I'm never doing this. I'm never doing this trail again when I go live or do a video. It's just not gonna work. Are you still able to hear me, folks, when I cover the microphone like this? Let me know. Are you able to hear me? Sounds like a long vacation. He says Kelvin Clammer. He ran and lost everything. Says similar evil. Yeah, so it seems like when I cover it up with my gloves on top of the dead cat and then 2 pieces of foam below that, like there are 4 layers of wind protection now on this mic, and that's what it's taking for you to be able to even hear me at all. But yeah, that's another ongoing story here on my channel, with Mr. G. Last night he said on the streams, and I checked out his streams afterwards because I'm curious to see what's going on with the guy, because he's just phony. He just keeps on piling up lies after lies on top of lies on top of lies. He just cannot stop lying. He is a compulsive liar. He's a pathological compulsive liar. And he spins narratives, any way possible to basically feed his audience what they want, and then they donate to him. It's just pathetic. It's pathetic, and it's finally catching up to the guy. It is finally catching up to him. It is finally catching up to him to the point of where he's shaken up. And I gotta be honest with you folks, and I'm not trying to say I'm all of that, but I'm taking credit for it, because while I wasn't the one that called CPS on them, Child Protective Services, that was Matt Shangy. I was the one that went public on it when they said I shouldn't have. I think I did the right thing, because look what's happening now. This guy is running scared. This guy, right now, what just happened to him cost him a lot of money. He had to give up a lot, like he mentioned, and it's probably going to cost him his relationship. And you know what? I don't care, because that guy cost me my relationship. Not completely, it wasn't completely him, but it was primarily because of him and things he did that cost me my relationship with a woman I really cared about. Oh my God. Like, folks, if I wasn't covering up the mic with my hand right now as well, on top of everything else, I mean, you'd be hearing, like, the thing would be done. The sun's out. Look at that, my hood's even blowing up. God, Jesus. I think I made a big mistake today. I mean, I'll get some great exercise benefits from this, but, man, what a mistake it was to come out here today. I'm glad I layered up. Beautiful scenery, Eli says. I believe that was you, Warrior Spirit. Beautiful scenery, yeah. No, it's nice, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is beautiful out here. And typically it's not as windy as it is today, but today is on more the stronger side of the wind out here. It's been this windy out here before, but it's not typical. This is a very high wind day. But anyway, what else is going on with you folks? I got about another 15-20 minutes left on this walk, and I'm going to keep it here with you folks until I get back to my car. It's just very hard to hold. Now I have to hold the selfie stick, protect the microphone, and it's hard for me to look at the chat because then it allows wind to come in on the thing. It's just hard, but oh well. It is what it is. Let's see. All right. All right, so we're good. So yeah, you know, this all boils down to one thing. I think everybody wants to be loved. I know everyone wants to be loved. And everyone wants to, you know, have that special connection, right? But many people are insecure within themselves. That includes men and women. Or they're shy, or they're timid. Even people in their 40s and 50s have never gotten over their shyness. So now that the internet's around and places like YouTube exist and other online forums like Facebook and, you know, Twitter, etc. And then you have dating apps like Tinder and all that stuff. Like, you know, people will go out there and they will talk with people online, and they will do things online with them, but they'll never meet. But they'll do things online to replicate what they actually wish they could have in person. Like, I just don't get that. Why would you folks do this stuff with somebody online? Why wouldn't you just say, hey, you know what? I'm looking to meet somebody in person. I'm not into the online, I'm not into phone sex or cyber sex. Like, that's what this is. It's cyber sex is what it is. Again, I honestly think that a lot of these people that do this stuff are just people that don't have the confidence to make this kind of connection in real life. It's a real easy and simple way for them to fulfill that need they have. Or sometimes, you have unhappily married people that want to be discreet and do something like this. But if you're unhappily married and you want to be discreet about doing something like this, I think the last place you should do it is on a platform such as YouTube, especially if the guy that you're doing it with, if you're an unhappily married woman, is an actual YouTuber that makes content and could expose you. Like, do people not think about these consequences before they do these things, or are they just so overpowered with their, intimate desires and needs, etc. It's a beautiful day, but that wind has just not stopped. Like, now it's coming. Interesting. As I was going in, it was hitting me. As I'm coming out, the wind direction changed. Like, I have not had a break from this wind this entire stream at all. Oh, we got 30 in the box watching it. 3 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up, folks. Hey, has anyone seen Queen Helen Casey today? Anyone seen Queen Helen Casey? Oh my gosh. If you don't want your junk out there, don't send it to anyone. Right. I agree. Give me a second. Someone's passing by here. Warrior Spirit, no QHC today? What's QHC? Warrior Spirit. Oh, Queen Helen Casey. Yeah, that's interesting. No Queen Helen Casey. Maybe Queen Helen Casey decided to go somewhere and watch the Super Bowl with friends or family. But yeah, I hope Queen's okay, because she's typically always here. But, I mean, I'm not saying that she doesn't always have something to do. I mean, I'm sure she has something to do. That's possible, but she's typically here all the time. So I hope she's all right. I'm sure she is. But yeah, don't put yourself in a situation that you can't get out of. Don't put yourself in a situation that's going to make you look like a fool. I've never ever traded nudes or done anything like that with anyone, on YouTube or, on a social media platform that I have other friends on. Right? Now, where do I typically meet people that I date? Either Match.com or in person. These people have nothing to do with what I do for a living. I separate that. And see, folks, I suggest that you separate your business and personal side, because, folks, if it doesn't work out, it's not going to affect your business really. If you date someone that you work with or run a business together with, and your relationship ends, that business aspect's going to fall apart as well. Why wouldn't you be proactive and think ahead? regarding that and not put yourself in that situation. Be proactive with this. Wow. Let me turn around for let me see what's going on in the chat. I always separate business and pleasure. Okay, cool. We are at 55 minutes, 34 in the box right now. We have 34 in the box, and I'm sure you folks can barely hear me. Jesus, this wind is really, really just, oh my God. And I am layered up. I mean, I layered up good today. And it's still a little chilly with the wind chill. But I'll tell you, great work, and I'm burning a lot of calories today. Oh my. Let me just show you this. Let me just give you an idea. Oh my God. I'm going to stop right here for a second. Yeah. Bye, Kelvin. Hey, Kelvin Clymer, thank you so much for stopping by, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. That a flock of birds over there? Here they come. Oh, they're heading for the water. They're going to land on the water. I'm sorry, folks. I'm having a hard time staying focused right now because I'm trying to deal with this wind. What do y'all have planned for the rest of the day? Hey, Warrior Spirit, the Super Bowl is broadcast in your area, right? You folks are able to watch the Super Bowl, right? How many of you here are from a different country and you're able to watch the Super Bowl today? Which I believe it's probably closer to 3 o'clock right now. Well, 3 o'clock my time, Pacific. What time is it Eastern time, folks? So I'm sure somebody is here from the East Coast. Or Pacific time. Is it close to the top of the hour right now? Warrior Spirit says, yeah, but I'm not interested. Yeah, no worries, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's 4 Eastern? No, dude. It's not 4 Eastern. It's probably 6 Eastern right now, dude. I think you wrote that down wrong. Did you put 4 Eastern? No, bro. It's probably 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific right now. Can you verify that? LOL, you're right. Come on, dude. I didn't start this stream until almost 5 Eastern. 2 Pacific. You trying to freak me out there, Similar Evil? It's all right, man. It's all right, dude. It's all good. But yeah, Similar Evil. Let me talk about. You know, I'm not going to mention everything you mentioned in your email to me yesterday, but I appreciate it. I know you used to be a part of Mr. G's G Squad on the other side. Maybe you still watch. I mean, we all still follow what he does, even though most of us over here don't agree with much of anything he does. But I really appreciate you seeing the difference and coming over here and feeling uplifted and feeling like, there's a lot more positivity happening. I'm not trying to be a boring channel or a square channel or a channel that, thinks life is perfect. I don't think life is perfect. I know there are a lot of issues in life, but what someone like Mr. G does on his end, and the majority of his audience, the way they behave, these are just people that I have nothing in common with. I don't resonate with. Like, they're just not my cup of tea. I've referred to these people as Boyt, B-O-Y-T, bottom of YouTube, right? And so, for you to realize that and to, come over here and I know you were kind of trolling this side initially, but you weren't really trolling. You're just kind of feeling it out. I get what you were saying, dude. I totally understand what you're saying. I also appreciate your experience of the internet. I used to be on IRC as well, Internet Relay Chat. So you and I have a lot in common, dude. And I think that's another thing that we can relate to. I mean, yeah, back in the days, IRC chats and the underground of the internet, and that was for the more advanced internet users. Like nowadays, that stuff's still around, but everything is very mainstream and commercialized nowadays. But back in those days, similar evil, I'm not saying there's not any underground aspects of the internet today. There are, but it's not the same. There used to, like, most of everything was underground back then, you know what I mean? No, I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate you're here to help in any way you can. And I get that. I'm just curious to know, like, your feedback. What were your experiences like when you were over on Mr. G's G Squad? Like, how were your experiences there? And was there a point where you just said, there's just something not right here? Like, did it feel right at first, and then it just kind of didn't feel good anymore? Like, I'm curious to get people's feedback regarding their experience. Just like when Barbara Plaisance first left several months ago, and then she came over here, and then we talked with her. We heard some really good feedback, so I'm always open to other people's feedback. The more feedback that we can get from people that were once over there, the better of an understanding we can get on why there are still people over there. Like, what is it that keeps people there? Why do a lot of these people continue to stay there and then donate lots of money to this guy? Like, this guy has no content. This guy is a phony actor or wannabe actor, and like he has zero content. And he thinks I have no content. I just don't get it. Hey, Healthy Home Cooking, how are you doing? I'm on a different trail today for my walk, and it's very, very windy. And despite the fact that I have two foams, and then on top of the two foams on this microphone, I have a dead cat windscreen. I have to hold it. I have to hold my microphone with my hand wearing my gloves to give it an extra layer of protection, or you wouldn't be able to hear me. It's very, very windy out here. It's very, very windy. But how are you doing, Healthy Home Cooking? Welcome to the show. I'm going to be wrapping up in about, I'd say about 10 minutes, or a little bit less than 10 minutes. That's what I have left on this walk. then I'm going to go home and watch the Super Bowl. I'm not going to, some of my friends invited me to hang out, and I just don't feel like going, to a Super Bowl party today for many reasons. Number one, I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life, and I don't want to drink a lot of beer and drink a lot of crappy food. When you have Super Bowl parties, there's lots of beer and lots of just fatty, crappy food there, right? People go to Costco, and they just, they have a ton of, chips and dip and lots of pastries and cakes and just too much, And when you're around that and you see other people eating it, it gets very tempting, you know what I mean? So staying away from that, is going to be more beneficial. Plus, I need some time to myself. I haven't had a whole lot of time to myself. Oh my gosh. I just got pushed by like a 50 mile an hour gust of wind. I literally pushed, I could feel it. But yeah. So yeah, just wondering if Similar Evil heard what I said a second ago, and if there's something he wants to say, that would be great. That'd be wonderful. It looks weird me holding my microphone the entire show, but I don't have a choice. I guess I have a grip on my microphone right now, right? This is not a grip on live. This is a grip on my mic. Actually, this works well for the brand because I'm gripping, right? I'm showing the grip, right? Grip on your whatever, right? Warrior Spirit's laughing. No, it's windy. It is windy. And I'm not breathing hard at all. No. But could you hear me at all? Healthy home cooking while I'm holding this? I know you could probably still hear a little bit of wind, but are you able to even hear me at all with me holding my microphone in this way? I don't have a choice. Hey, Free to Laugh Now's in the house. Yeah, audio is good now. All right, that's great. Free to Laugh Now. Is there anything else you folks want to bring up while I'm still here? I'm getting towards the tail end of my walk, and I'm going to be wrapping it up pretty quickly because I've got to get home. I've got about a 10-minute drive to get home and then just get settled in. I actually last night I bought myself one of those expensive high quality pizzas. I do every so often. If I'm going to get a pizza, I get a high-end pizza because it's a little more healthy. Even though, you're kind of spoiling yourself, but I got a medium pizza last night, combination with extra cheese from a very, very high-end pizza place in my area. And I ate half of it last night, and I'm going to eat the other half tonight. I saved the other half for the Super Bowl. I kind of planned this out. And, folks, I may come back later tonight for another stream. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I may either do a stream after the Super Bowl or I may even do a late night stream. It all depends on how I feel. I think taking 4 hours to watch the Super Bowl, because the game will be on probably till about 7 or 7:30. Well, I'm talking Pacific time. So it starts at 3:30 Pacific. It'll probably end about 7 or 7:30 Pacific. And if I feel rested enough, I may do a stream shortly after that, or I may do a late night stream for my out of the country market. Oh, okay, then you have a wonderful evening. Nice to see you again. Bye, at a grip on life. Bye, all. Well, thanks for stopping by Healthy Home Cooking. Nice to have you here. While you were here. It's all good. Let me see here. Good afternoon from San Francisco. At Healthy Home Cooking. Free to laugh now. Are you saying that you live in San Francisco? I think you were here one other time. I can't remember. You live in San Francisco? Free to laugh now? Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. All right, folks, does anyone else have any other questions here? Still have 26 in the box right now. 6 thumbs up. Get those thumbs up. Warrior Spirit. Eli, similar evil answer to you. Oh, let me check it out then. All right, give me a second. And why they pick on people, I've never understood, except that it gets attention from the channels who he attacks. Then he recruits them to his chat. Yep, that's exactly what he does. That's exactly, you see, and I think what I may end up doing, I think I know what I'm going to do later tonight. And I really don't want to do it, but I know there are a lot of people that would actually like it, even though they would say I talk about Mr. G too much. I think what I'm going to do is do a stream on, Mr. G's manipulative tactics and what to be aware of. You're right, Simpler Evil. What he does is he intentionally pins or pits people together. He intentionally pins or pits people together against, or pits them against each other. Sorry. And basically, like with a YouTuber like me, when people come to my channel, okay, he basically does things to make these people feel I'm the bad guy. So then I go to defend myself, and then I start to criticize him, which makes me further look bad in front of my people because of the way that Mr. G manipulated them. And the more I defend myself rightfully, it makes me look bad, and then it gives Mr. G more credibility with these people. So then he says, come over here where, you won't be treated this way, right? When in essence, he was the one that was mistreating these people in the first place and mistreated me. Like, we really got to do a stream on the deep lies and manipulation of Mr. G. I may end up doing that because right now, here's the thing. Right now, I'm not saying I'm all that, but when I exposed the CPS thing, now Shangy did call CPS on JB, but I exposed it publicly, and because of that, this guy's been on the run. Ever since I exposed it, he's been on the run, and I've been hitting him hard ever since. And I've been coming at him with nothing but facts that he keeps on, trying to deflect as lies, which they're not lies. Like, if the guy did not have a warrant out for his arrest and CPS, and he had no issues, for CPS to see at his place, he would not be staying away from his place. He's got things to hide. I mean, seriously, folks, before I get on out of here, I'm about to wrap this up here. I'm almost at my car. Why do you think JB is running? Why do you think Mr. G is running? Do you think he's running? Do you think he's running because he's innocent, or he's running because he's guilty? Like, seriously. The guy cannot stand being away from his green screen and computer. Him having to do everything on mobile without his green screen and his actual computer is hurting him. Like, let me hear what you think, folks, before I get on out of here. If he is on the run, his followers aren't believing it. If he still has people donating to him, some of them just don't care, Warrior Spirit. Some of them are just entertained by it regardless. It's just really sad. But anyway. Anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to get on out of here because it's time to go watch the Super Bowl. Warrior says that's sad. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you to all the moderators in the chat. Thank you to all the consumers of content. Folks, enjoy the Super Bowl. If you're going to watch the Super Bowl, go Niners. I'm here in the Bay Area. Obviously, I'm a Niner fan, and we have not been to the Super Bowl in ages. And to you, Mr. G out there, your prediction was that KC's going to win. Well, you know, Mr. G, you're only doing that because you can't stand me, and you don't want to see my team win the Super Bowl. But we'll see what happens in about, 4 hours. All right, folks, have a great one. See you all possibly later tonight, if not tomorrow. But I'll probably be back sometime later tonight. Have a good one. Bye. Jeez. Here we go.